Provoe.
Welcome back to the Provian Roadmap. Yes, we've been going on and on and on and on, and it's been amazing so far, so good. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We are wrapping up week 3. This is day 5, and it's been a powerful ride. Self-mastery being the goal. We've been covering a lot of topics that I believe when you apply them, your life will take on a new shape, a new meaning. Today we'll focus on creating daily habits that help you live authentically. Living your true nature, your true self, living your true life, living true to yourself. It's not a one-time decision. It's a daily commitment, and small intentional practices make big differences. Okay? Daily practices help reinforce your authenticity and alignment with your goals. So what does authentic living look like? Living authentically means aligning your daily actions with your core values, being mindful of your choices, and staying aware as you navigate. Authenticity is a daily practice of checking in with yourself and making intentional decisions. Whenever you're about to carry out a decision, you have to check in with your motives, check in with your conscience, and be sure what you're about to do or say is in line with what you really believe, what you truly hold dear, what your core values are. And why does this matter? You see, when you live authentically, you cultivate inner peace and self-confidence. By showing up as your true self, you always deepen your relationships with others, creating connections that are built on trust and mutual respect. There is no other way to build this depth of connection with others other than being real, authentic, true to yourself. When you lead with your true self, you give other people a chance to meet you where you are. You meet other people on the same vibration who are open and real as well. And this helps you to connect and create bonds that could last a lifetime. Okay? Key practices of authentic living: mindfulness, gratitude, journaling, and reflection. When you apply these practices, they help you tap into your core to align your daily thoughts, words, and actions with your authenticity. Your conscience comes online and you find yourself connecting on a deeper level in all your conversations, in all your interactions, in all your dealings. Okay? So, mindfulness practice. Take 5 to 10 minutes to focus on your breath and observe your thoughts. Check in with yourself. Know what you're really feeling like each day. Know what your predominant emotions and feelings and notions and thoughts are, so you can ground yourself and, be sure you're making the best optimum decision in each situation that presents itself. Gratitude practice. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day. It could be waking up healthy. It could be food in your belly. It could be meeting up your bill. It could be whatever. But gratitude helps you feel covered and supplied and protected. And the more you find elements of gratitude, things to be grateful for, the more you authentically connect with your life on a deeper level. The more you connect with your life, the more you're able to connect with the world on a deeper level. The more you're able to show up authentically. But if you live life without seeing things to be grateful for, it becomes very difficult to go in. You spend your life being projected outward, looking out there, maybe even complaining about what you don't have and faking, what you don't really subscribe to. You begin to bend the rules to favor you because you want to pull into this reality something that is inauthentic. Your ingratitude would make you not recognize where you are, to the point of you trying to wish and hope for something else. And then a lot of people begin to exert themselves and put themselves in precarious positions where they make life decisions that end up threatening their inner peace and affecting their ability to show up authentically. You don't want this to be you. So, if you are to cultivate authenticity, if you are to adopt daily practices that help you live authentically, gratitude is going to be your very, very close friend, because the more grateful you are, the more authentic you are, because your story is your story. Where you are at is where you are at. What you have to be thankful for is what you have to be thankful for. You can't sugarcoat anything. You find yourself being real with your situation and being grateful that the cards you are dealt are being put to the best of your ability. They are being put to good use. So gratitude is very important. Journaling practice. Write freely for 5 to 10 minutes about your thoughts, experiences, and emotions. Check in, tap in. Get to the root of every feeling or belief you have through these practices. When you meditate and your mind is clear and you find things to be grateful for, you begin to write down the thoughts that you have regarding your life overall. Are you satisfied? Are you happy? Are you making progress? Are you faster than you imagined, or are you slower than you projected? What are your experiences like? What are your emotions like? Check in with yourself regularly. Practice journaling, it helps. Reflection practice. Take a moment to reflect on your actions. Are they aligned with your values? Recall events that happened maybe the previous day, or if you're doing this in the evening, what happened, during the course of the day. What were your actions like? What were your thoughts like? Reflect on that. Practice deep, sober reflection to get in touch with the core of your being. Were you authentic today? Were you showing up as real as possible? Were you connecting with the strongest emotions, as pure and vulnerable as possible? Authenticity is the ultimate goal. Everybody deep down wants to be seen and loved the way we are. Whenever you see anyone who is living a fake life, it's probably because they have given up on humanity's ability to have compassion or grace for them when they show up as their real selves. So, your goal is to strive to implement authenticity in every area of your life you can imagine. In your friendships, in your colleague relationships, at your workplace, in your relationship with a stranger on the street, in your relationship with your neighbors. You want to find ways to be as authentic and real as possible, so you can model it and promote the same behavior to cultivate it in them. By living and showing up daily as authentic as possible, you add to the positive change that we all pray for in humanity. Okay? Don't forget your morning affirmations. Start with your daily affirmations. I am enough just as I am. I trust myself to make the right decisions. Morning affirmations are a powerful way to set the tone for your day. Affirmations like, I am a representation of God on earth. Son of the Most High. I'm here to do big things. I am powerful. This reminds you of your inherent worth and helps you to focus on your values as you face the day ahead. Okay? Remember, gratitude journaling is another effective practice that you should not take for granted, because when you take a few minutes each day to write things that you're grateful for, both from the previous day and probably today that you're writing about, the day you're writing in. When you reflect on moments of gratitude, you connect to your authentic self and values. This simple practice can shift your mindset and keep you grounded, tapping into all the good that the universe has for you, all the good that God has for you. So yeah, you should consider taking your gratitude journaling more seriously. Okay? Mindful decision making is the key part of living authentically. Before making a choice, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my values? Give yourself permission to say no to things that don't support your goals or well-being. It's your life at the end of the day, okay? Check in with yourself. Make it a habit to check in with yourself as regularly as possible. Ask questions like, am I being true to myself today? Or what can I do differently tomorrow to live more authentically? These self-reflections will help you stay on track. Trust me, you would love yourself the more you check in with yourself, the more you make sure it's your voice in your head that is dictating your decisions as you go through life, okay? Now, exercise. Commit to one daily practice. Now it's your turn to take action. Choose one daily practice to start today. Morning affirmations, gratitude journaling, or mindful decision making. Write it down and commit to doing it for the next week. Small, consistent steps lead to big changes. You know that. We have covered small steps, right? So, choose one practice to focus on this week and commit to it daily and see how your life changes. Don't forget to respond to the exercises in your workbook and on our Provoe Planet community groups. And let's talk about the changes that we find in ourselves as we practice these nuggets that we learn over the course of this Provian Roadmap journey to self-mastery. Okay?
Provoe.
Reflection question. How can these daily practices help you stay aligned with your authentic self? As you reflect, ask yourself, which daily practice resonates with you the most? How do you think it will help you live more authentically? Use these insights to guide your journey. They are very, very powerful. You'll be very, very happy you took this time to get this deeply in touch with yourself. Okay? So let's recap daily practices of authentic living. Key takeaway: living authentically requires daily effort. Start your day with affirmations, practice gratitude, and make mindful decisions that align with your values. These small practices will support you on your journey to authenticity. Children are the most authentic when they're very young. And over time, from bad habits we model from the adults around us, sometimes we copy some wrong values. We become liars, lying to ourselves and to society. And sometimes it takes us growing old, deep into adulthood, to realize how far off track we have gone. And then you see a lot of people in their old age trying to seek therapy to find themselves, to reconnect with their inner child and live a bit more open and free. A lot of people in their old age is when they begin to care less about what people think and lead with their true authenticity, thinking, feeling, and acting based on what they believe, not what the society has been chugging down their throats. So, how can these daily practices help you stay aligned with your authentic self? Because that's what you really want, right? Remember, living authentically is a daily practice. Takeaway: daily practices support your authentic self. Mindfulness brings you into the present moment. You can't be busy in your mind with the past. You can't be busy in your mind with the future. Find yourself grounded in the present moment so you can tap into what's really going on right now. Gratitude shifts your focus to the positive. It helps you see the good in everything. Remember frame alchemy? Gratitude helps you take the best out of every situation. Okay? Journaling fosters clarity. So, take on that habit. Get journals. Journals for different objectives, for your reflection, goal setting, taking notes from what you read, workbooks for courses like this. You need to take journaling and writing seriously, because at some point you're going to have to tell your story. Okay? Reflection helps align your actions with your values. So any practice that helps your reflection to expand and the images you create in your mind to deepen, take them seriously. Okay? Action step: choose one daily practice to focus on. Set a specific time for your practice. Remember, consistency is key. Create a dedicated space for your practice. Don't just meditate anywhere. Don't just write anywhere. Create a sacredness to this practice. Let there be some form of exclusivity to the things that you do, so your system knows and it activates your subconscious mind to give you the thoughts that you need for that moment, to give you the feelings, the emotions that you need for that moment. Create a dedicated space for your practice. Be patient with yourself as you develop your practice. This is a new habit you're trying to form here. Habits are not formed overnight. If it took you a long time to develop a bad habit, understand it will take you a long time, an equal amount of time, to substitute that bad habit with a good habit. So be patient with yourself as you develop these practices that are helping you to live more authentically. And then ultimately, the last step: celebrate your progress, no matter how small. I keep emphasizing no matter how small, because most times we think it has to be a grandiose accomplishment before it is worthy of celebration, but that's not true. Celebrate your progress. If you don't usually meditate, and then today, let's say you meditated for 5 minutes, that's a big improvement that is worthy of your celebration. And the more you find reasons to celebrate and pat yourself on the back, you encourage yourself to keep going. Okay? Remember, authenticity is a journey. As you keep going, keep believing that you are stretching yourself to attain your highest possible version as you unlock the power within you that has been dormant for years, seeking your attention, your acknowledgement, waiting for when you recognize it and when you're going to pull it out. With all these practices and self-awareness optimization that you're going through in this Provian Roadmap, your introduction to self-mastery. It is my hope, it is my wish, it is my desire that at the end of this 1 month journey, you would become a master of yourself. You would be able to give account of your emotions and thoughts and your beliefs. No stone will be left unturned. Nothing would surprise you about yourself. The subject matter of yourself would have been so appropriately covered to the point where you know who you are. Thank you for joining this week's lesson on self-acceptance and authenticity. Next week, we'll focus on cultivating emotional resilience, an essential skill for navigating life's challenges. Man, I can't wait to see you, man. Okay? Stay safe out there. I love you.